guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Catherine. I'm a year 3 teacher in the UK and this is week 4 in school. Yeah, week 4. Okay, so the plan, was to start my weekly vlogs on Sunday because that's when I do most things, and then kind of give you reflections throughout the week. I did do that, I did. I did record all of last week, but I didn't edit it because I am irresponsible and I forgot. And I didn't want to rush to do it all together, put it all together now before next week. So I thought, okay, I'll just do a reflection of last week and then just start afresh this week. So that's what I'm going to do. Probably for the best because last week was a difficult week, so I will get into that in a moment. But yes, that's the plan from now on. I will kind of get better at recording, apologies, but first, like so many new things, I'm just come back to school. It's a bit everywhere right now, but you know, it'll start down soon. So before I ramble, let me start with the reflection of last week. That's that. So the main thing from last week is that I have been super overwhelmed, really overwhelmed with everything going on. I'm kind of okay with the COVID stuff, like I'm used to that because of my bubble, but it's all the changes to planning and everything that I've been struggling with. I thought I was fine. Well, I didn't think I was fine. I knew I wasn't fine, but because what I'm dealing with is so small in comparison to what other people in my team are dealing with, I thought that in comparison, I'm fine, so I've got nothing to complain about. So as far as I'm concerned, I was fine. And I kind of just went on feeling like that until I felt a bit, it was like, yeah, but it could be worse, so you're fine. When my TA was taken, I was like, okay, that sucks, but you've taught that TA before, you'll be fine. So as far as I was fine. And then I wasn't fine. On Wednesday for PPA, I ended up having, I'm gonna call it a minor breakdown because I cried during the school day, which I don't do. I don't cry during the school day because I have children to teach. But with PPA, we were planning. The other two, oh, my back hurts. The other 3 were kind of discussing who's planning what and have you finished that? Can I have it? This, that, and the other, which, you know, is what you do in a team. But that kind of got me because they teach the lower and middle set and they share planning, whereas the higher set has planning by themselves. So I've been feeling for the past couple of weeks that I'm kind of just doing things alone because I haven't got someone to collaborate with because I can't share my planning because it's different. And so them kind of firing things off because we're working together, whereas I'm still slogging my way through what the first plan I started like 2 hours ago, I started to feel a bit upset and I did have to go have a little weep somewhere. I didn't actually cry, I will say I'm proud of that. I know when I'm going to cry. I didn't want to cry there, so I took myself off to calm myself down and went back. They were mildly concerned, asking how I was, which I was like, I'm fine, because if I start talking about what's wrong with me, I'm gonna cry. And I was like, I'm not crying right now, there were children around. So I did cry later in the day when everyone had gone. Had my little breakdown there and just told them how I'm feeling, and that I just feel like I was on my own because I can't share planning. We can't do anything about that, it's just the way things are. So that happened. So from that and that kind of cathartic crying, I thought I was fine. And then Friday came. On Friday at my school we have moderation. So the phase lead will come around to all the classrooms in year 3 and year 4, checking planning, displays, I think the handwriting, just general classroom environment. When she came to my class, I wasn't there, could PE, or I don't know, I think I was there, but it didn't really involve me. But after school, she came back with SLT, so the deputy head, who was also my mentor. For me, that was like, well, something's not right in here. If you're bringing her with you, like something's not good here. So immediately I started feeling a bit defensive and ready to just be like, so they started asking questions about my displays, my flip charts, and the working wall displays, which by the way, I knew weren't right. I knew, but I also knew I did not have the time to sort anything out. I did not feel like I've got time to do anything in that classroom. So they started asking about that, and then went to the books, and I was like, I'm gonna just leave. So I left. Took my phone with me because that helped calm me down, and I went out because I was just like, I'm just gonna go. I went to my part and teachers class where I found a lovely little corner to calm myself down, but then just like crying. Because for me it was like, well, they're gonna tell me everything's wrong and I haven't got the time to sort things out. I don't need something else on my plate right now. I don't need it. And yeah, cried again. SLT came and found me. Like I said, she was my mentor last year, so she's seen me cry, she's seen me at all states. So she did kind of talk to me and just say, well, I'm the last one to cry on her, which I am quite proud of. We'll take it to the grave. Told me that it wasn't a, you know, Catherine's doing things wrong, we need to come after her. It was a, we know what her classroom's usually like, we know what she can do, and this is not what she can do. Something's not right. Let's check if she's okay. So from there, we decided that on Monday, tomorrow, we will put together some time for us all to meet and discuss what I need help with and how to give me the help. Okay, so that was last week. And because that happened, a lot of things have changed with my work routine on the weekends. I now only work one day of the weekend, and I never work in my room, not anymore. And I have like a set time to work, not really a set time, but usually I would wake up in my bed. My laptop would be on my desk, so I'd crawl down to my laptop, pick it up, crawl back into bed, and start working. Now I wake up at like 7 AM most days, so I would be working from 7 AM, I won't eat, I'd go shower, and then I'd come back and finish working until 7 PM. So I would spend 12 hours working on Saturday. Then Sunday, pretty much the same thing, except throwing in going to online church service and doing the dishes. So I was basically working 14 hours every weekend, possibly more if I have things to laminate. So that obviously is not healthy, and there's going to be so many people who may follow me from Instagram who are watching this thinking, I told you so, because a lot of people on Instagram have been telling me to slow down, I'm going to burn out. I genuinely thought I would be fine. I honestly did. I didn't know what they meant by burnout, and I'm like, oh, you mean this? Okay, I get it now. So to all the people, sorry, my bad, I didn't realise. But yeah, I now only work 1 week, so I did all my work yesterday on Saturday. It did help that the topic, science and RE planning are the same, so I just found the planning in one of the other teachers' folders and copied it into mine because it's the same thing. I did the literacy and the reading. I started literacy on Wednesday, so it wasn't loads to do. Got my resources printed out. I know. I had to copy them at school, then they'll be done. I actually bought myself some folders in Poundland just now, just to get that organised, because one thing I'm struggling with is being organised, because I'll make resources and I'll lose them. And I also uploaded the maths. We're now going to do a maths plan, not anything too formal or complicated, just a grid of what you're teaching each lesson. And I think any changes you're making to it, but other than that, it is absolutely fine. So planning is done, and I have a rough idea of what I'm doing, which I love. So yes, Sunday. I know I shouldn't work today, but I do kind of want to do new seating plans, just because I need to know where everyone's sitting. Good morning and happy Monday. I'm in school. It is 7:26 and it started raining when I was like 10 minutes from school. Wasn't great. Was not great. But I'm in. I wanted to show you guys a couple things because I'm just happy about them. The first is my new bag. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm a satchel kind of gal, so I love it. The next is my new planner, which I got from Teacher Planner Company. I just had to get one because I was struggling with that one. It's one of the reasons I've been so stressed and panicky because I don't know what I'm doing, because usually it's in a planner and it wasn't in a planner. So I just got a planner. Haven't really filled it out yet because I didn't want to write in it, other than the first page in the planning section, because, and even that I kind of didn't use it the way you meant to. You're supposed to kind of write what you're doing in there, then the homework, then some notes, but I don't have homework for every lesson, so I just wrote the resources I need for each lesson and what I'm teaching in that part, and then just reminders of what I need to do. So if they're not crossed out, I need to do it at school, with that little arrow for migration. that could be gone because I've done that. I did fill in a part of the mark section. I won't show you guys the actual page because names are everywhere, but I filled in like all the names for homework and for reading records. I did my class because my set list is here. So yeah, love it. It was great. £17.99. The bag was on the more expensive side at over £40, but I loved it and I wanted it, and I did wait very patiently until payday to get it, so I got it. The next thing is the outfit, because I feel, ow, Halloweeny. Also walking in with my bag and this outfit, I felt French. I was going to this Riviera to paint. Anyway, so I'm gonna start my morning jobs. One of them is rearranging the tables because I need a new table somewhere, so I've got to move them about. Second one's replacing all the name labels of these ones. I decided to just put a white box instead of a name so I can write them on in permanent pen. Then when someone moves, I can just rub the name off and rewrite it rather than printing out a whole new thing. Because I was on my third label, so it's like I'm not gonna start printing these and I'm making them again. I'm just gonna do them like this because I want the plants, but I didn't want to. Yeah, I was gonna cut them up, but then the plants would be different and that bugged me. So this is the solution. They've got to put chairs out. They have helpfully put them there from now on because it's easier to move them from there down the row than from there down the row. I had to put that random back table into a row. I had to organise my mini desk at the back, organise my main desk at the front. There was one more thing. I wanted to label all the kids' packs with their pens and stuff in with a white name label in a specific corner. So when I'm handing them out, because they put them in the box when they come back from their sets, so when I hand them out after break, I can easily see whose name is and I'm not digging through for a name, because that'd be easier, of course. I left biscuits out all weekend. Oh dear, I should throw it. Oh, I left my smoothie at home. Oh. Yeah, and I need to get my lesson stuff ready. So I'll pick you guys back up for lesson stuff because I want to show you guys what we're doing today because it's one of the fun ones. Someone tell me why I decided to move my tables on a Monday morning when I have so many other things to do. And now I don't remember how they were to put them back. It's not even a big change. It's not even a massive change, but I cannot remember where these tables were. I fixed them. God, never doing that again. Good morning, YouTube. It is Tuesday. It is, oh my God, 7:30. I'm so late. And I'm late. I'm later than usual. I'm trying not to use the word late because I have no time to be here. So when I say I'm late, I stress myself out. I'm not as early as I usually would be, but it's fine because I prepped yesterday. So I've just got to copy and cut things I need for this lesson. I printed some stuff out for the afternoon lesson, so I changed my mind what I was doing. And I printed out the spelling resources because it's a new scheme and I don't actually know what I'm doing there, to be honest. It doesn't really explain what you're doing. It gives you the sheets, but that's it. It's like Bake Off when you have the technical bake and they're like, bake a cake. It's like, teach the spelling sound. How? So I'm going to try it because I don't want to not do it and then it's not done. So obviously I had to put the chairs out every day. I had to put the kids' packs onto their chairs and label them because I can't tell who's who on their chair. But my main job are these. I changed the labels because I keep having to reprint them, like I said. So I've put all the blank ones on. I've got to get up my seating plan on my board and go around and write all the names on. Otherwise, when the kids come in, they won't know where they're sitting. It's not too much of an issue for my class because they don't move spaces, and my literacy class doesn't move spaces. It's my maths class. My maths class is all over the shop. I changed every single seat. I think there's one child in the same place because they all got on my nerves. In fact, just the back row got on my nerves because there's a whole row of boys that, like I said, just behaviour just turned, and I was like, guys, stop it. So because I had to move that row, I moved everyone. I just have all my Voyagers here, and I think I still have all my Voyagers here, but I've mixed up the Pioneers, Masters and Explorers. So actually how they should be, they're in pairs of Master and Explorer to link up. My Pioneers are at the front row, so I can just sit there with them. But yeah, it's all changed. Anyway, I'm going to get on with these things because I have quite a lot to do. Good morning, YouTube. It is Wednesday the 7th and it's currently 7:32. I've just got in, so again, not as early as I usually am, but it's fine, I'll survive. It's Wednesday, so it's PPA day, so I'm only teaching 2 lessons today. Literacy and then maths, and then done. I've made myself a PPA list today, or I've started thinking about homework that I'm going to give out tomorrow. So I've started thinking about what I need to do the homework on, so I make it myself. And last night I checked over the plans for today and put them in my planner, so I've got something quick to look at. So yesterday's literacy was pretty good actually. They all had that picture of a Pegasus, so I meant to write some expanded noun phrases, and I've marked them all. The rest of my secrets over there. But yeah, it was pretty good. Some people ended up not doing the right thing. I had a random sentence in there, but they've just been corrected by adding preposition or whatever was missing from the sentence. And yeah, this is my best child because the handwriting, and she did a title. But yeah, this was the first lesson where we had like a picture to go off, and I think that really helped. So from now on, I will start doing that. And with presentation of books, because they were getting a bit everywhere, we do this all together. So they all do their margin, they all do their date, they all do their LI. Then they put the picture in, and they close books and send them to the end of the row, where they are kept kind of down on the floor. But yeah, that's going well for now. So it's raining just a bit. Good morning. It is 7:27 on Thursday. It is disgusting outside. I have like a wet V-neck where my coat didn't quite protect me, so that's fun. Okay, it's Thursday. I've just got in normal morning day stuff, chairs, books, morning work. It's times tables Thursday, so they'll just be doing a test, and then we'll watch a video to just kind of help with our times tables. For lessons today, we've got literacy, maths, reading, and then topic all afternoon. Topic I've kind of changed. Basically, Thursday's going to be a good day. Literacy I was looking forward to because they're making their own mythical creature and then describing it using the features that we've learned all week. So expanded noun phrases and using subordinate clauses. My idea was far-fetched. For the main lesson part, they are going to turn me into a monster. So they're going to drag, I've got a picture of myself on the flip chart, and then I've made these images transparent. And then they just roll the dice to choose one, and then we drag it over onto me, and we have a good laugh. And then their task is to use one of these base monsters to make their own mythical creature. So they need to cut 3 of these things out and stick them on. I'm limiting it to 3 because otherwise they just take hours doing everything. They're going to roll the die, same as me, so it's not their choice, it's just a random monster that they can describe. And then they'll write a passage about it. We're going to watch a David Attenborough description of a sloth, which is apparently called a sloth. Because that man is narration, but he has lots of prepositions in there, so like, and subordinate conjunction. So after the sloth has eaten, it climbs down to have a poo, which it does in the video. Hopefully they don't laugh. But we're going to just have a look at that and get them to identify how we can use these things in a sentence when talking about animals, because they're struggling a bit with that at the minute. They're kind of just describing it like it's beautiful, it's pretty, it does this, it does this. I'm like, where are the conjunctions though? So hopefully that helps. And then topic this afternoon I changed because they're supposed to be learning about the Greek gods, the family tree of the Greek gods and what they were the god of, and how the Greeks made sense of the world because of the gods. Like lightning happened because of Zeus, and the sea did things because of Poseidon. But the flip chart that we had kind of went from Greek god family tree to Hippocrates and why was medicine invented, and it was a bit like university level stuff. It was just like, there's 7. So I did tweak it. I did confer with one of the team members, about it. Forgot to make resources for it. I did forget to. I'm so sorry. But I had a brainwave last night and just made some because I then realised I didn't have any. So what I've done is, okay, so I found these 2 really good resources, both on TES for free. So the first one is these little cards. It just says like, the name of the god at the top, and then I'm the son of whoever, and some facts about them. And then the other one, which I did not get ready, was these. So it's got the name and then what they're the god of and their relatives. So I kind of changed the second one into something a bit more comprehensive. So I borrowed the I am the kind of style of that one and the information second one. I made these. So I'm going to give the kids 1 card each. They need to kind of like read it, internalize it, rehearse it. Then they're going to go around like a family reunion and introduce themselves to other members. They need to find their family. So I'm going to print them on 2 different colour cards because there's enough for 2 families, but one family will have more members than the other because not quite exactly half. They need to go around, find their family, introduce themselves, and in that way they'll learn about each other. Then I'll choose 1 of each god, so like only 1 Zeus will come up, to share with everyone who they are and introduce themselves. And then they're going to try and piece together the family tree from that. So I bought a family tree template from TPT, which looks like this. So there are 2 versions, one with a name and one without. So I took the blank one because I didn't need the named one. I did just change that symbol because it was like a red lips thing and it just felt very inappropriate for children. I don't know why, it just felt a bit weird. So I changed it. But as they're listening to the introductions, they can work out like who goes where. The symbols each represent what they're the god of. So harvest, lightning, marriage, the underworld, the sea. I want to say fire, but I feel like it's not, and love. And then the lines are all there already, and there's only clue is that the heart means that they're married to. So as they're listening, they should be able to kind of piece together who's married to who. I'm also going to print off bigger versions to stick on our topic wall, and we can just go through together. The first task will be to kind of guess where each name goes. I mean, as they're listening to the introductions, they can kind of move them, change them. After each introduction, we'll kind of discuss it, where we think it goes, and then reveal the correct answer so they can correct it as they go. Then once they've filled in their challenge will be to make their own version of the family tree. So to change the symbols to reflect what they think that thing means, and then just draw it to their book because we can't have sheets in their books. The last thing I spent like most of the day doing was making these handwriting booklets for the kids. So it just has like that inside. A very simple cover of this booklet belongs to. It goes through the different like, I'll say patterns, the shapes, so all the ones are on one page, if that makes sense. And then I've got common exception words in there as well, which I think printed on the wrong page. Oh, it didn't. Oh, nice. So at the end, we've got some common exception words for them to practice. I've only made 24 of those because I've got one child with superb handwriting. You've seen it, it's beautiful. So I don't really have to practice it, but the rest do. And those are to go home with them as part of their homework from me. I've been talking for ages, so sorry. I'm gonna go set up everything for the classroom, and I've got to copy those sheets for literacy and the book for reading, because I'm constantly forgetting to do it, and then they haven't got the book, and it's just like, come on. So I'm gonna go and do my morning stuff now. Catch up with you later. I created my working walls, and I like it. So all my flip charts are here, but they're like layered on top of each other, so they can actually flip. So if it's for me to refer to, I'll just put that one back and show that one. And I've tried to actually like have examples and rules to follow. And then I've got the features we're using over here, and they're both child examples. So the top one's an example from a child, I wrote it up. The second one, obviously a child has written that. I need to move those to the top of the board. But yeah, happy with that. Okay, it's about 6 o'clock, and I haven't really had a chance to pick you guys up until now. So I just got home. I got home around 22, but I nipped to the shops and then came back. So I'm just now sitting down. The day was all right. Maths, literacy, reading, fantastic, beautiful, loved it. Literacy lesson where they made me into a monster was incredible. They loved it. The engagement was high. They all enjoyed themselves. They had fun making their own monsters. I couldn't do what I wanted to do, which was to go to the shops and like put the things on. But you know, they're children, and it was funny enough just having me on the screen. So they loved it either way. Reading was as good as it can get. It's a bit It's kind of the subject that is a bit lackluster this year, because it's very much just all comprehension questions and inference questions and just questions, which I think I've said before, so that's difficult. But I have started teaching the kids the Viper skills. So we start the lesson going through the skills of VIPERS and what they stand for, and that just kind of gives it a bit more of oomph to start off with. Maths is just maths. I've kind of changed how we self-mark, so rather than me to say, okay, the answer to this is this, I ask the children for the answers, and then we discuss if we agree or disagree. And then that way I can write it in my book as well, because the reason I tell them, I want to work it out and then tell them, but I thought that's wasting time, because they've done it correctly, they know the answer. So I get them to tell me, and then we'll discuss it and then fill in the book that way. Topic was not great. It wasn't great. The idea was there. The idea was great. It was the, I can't think of the word, but how I did it. Yeah, it wasn't good. It's just confusing, and I kind of expected too much from the children. Like, they weren't able to fill out that whole family tree by themselves without knowing anything or even guess. I hadn't put the names on the screen, so they couldn't even think of which names were going in. I literally gave them the sheet and said, okay, have a go filling that in. It was like, they don't know anything yet, they can't. So I should have done an introduction to the Greek gods, gone through who the Greek gods are, given them the names, okay, try and fill in the family tree, who's related to who, then gone through the family tree. And then the second half of the lesson, which was the how the ancient Greeks made sense of the world because of the gods, didn't take very long, like 15 minutes. In that, we had 15 minutes left. It wasn't a quick lesson. I somehow overran the other one, and then it just so yeah, it wasn't how I wanted it to go. That's because I just thought too much of the children. Like, I went over their ability and just forgot that they are 7. I also had them draw the family tree into their books, which was a mistake. I don't know why I went to the trouble of finding the sheet and then didn't use the sheet. It was just like, why? So yeah, that wasn't fun. I'm only because yeah, the pressure. So yeah, I'm gonna pop you guys down now and enjoy my Coca-Cola, because I need the sugar after the day I've had. But yeah, I'll probably see you guys either later or tomorrow. I don't know which one. Good morning and welcome back to my classroom. It is Friday, yes it is. Friday the 9th, it is 7:25. This will be a really quick intro because today I actually am late. It is wear yellow to school day, so I took the opportunity to wear jeans because I need to be comfortable today. I'm tired. So normal morning routine, chairs, books, morning work. I haven't decided what morning work is yet. It's usually free choice Friday. But I don't want to do that because we need to get some other things done. So it might be handwriting again, that went well last time. And then for lessons, it's literacy, of course, maths, reading. And then in the afternoon, we've got PE and PSHE. But I've got my people progress meeting with the head today. So I have a cover for PE, and then I should hopefully be back for PSHE, but it can overrun. So I might plan it and leave it for the cover, just in case she's here for longer. I'm gonna get on and do some stuff because of course I'm late. For literacy, I kind of had a brainwave and I changed the plan a tiny bit, just in how they do the work, because a lot of it is me talking for ages and then a writing piece. I kind of want to do it, you know, the talky part, the teachy part. Then they have like a guided practice where they just, like no writing, just on a sheet, they just change some bits or like add in or identify the feature, and then they have to go write in their own. So I had to quickly get the sheets for those, couldn't do it last night because I was tired. And then reading, I honestly don't know what it is. I didn't look at my plans yesterday. I marked loads of books and then I gave up on life. So I need to quickly look at that. Maths is maths is fine because that's just going through the book. And then PSHE is on the dangers of smoking, which last week's lesson went really well. So I'm assuming this week's will as well. But yeah, I'm gonna go and do this stuff because I left my class looking a mess yesterday and I really need to sort that out. I'm tired from the stairs. So yeah, school's open and the head said in the briefing that if you need to come in, you go in, and to let him know. And that was my first error. So I didn't let him know until yesterday after school when I got home, which of course he's not checking email at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, which is annoying for me. Well, because I was like sat with him for my pupil progress meeting and I forgot to ask about it. I didn't realise then until it was too late and I was at home. I just kind of went down thinking, well, he said it was open, so it should be open, but it's not. It is open, but I can't get through the 2 gates because they have got the padlocks on, because obviously it's a Saturday, and I can see the people in the building, but I've got contact information for any of them. I don't have the caretaker's phone numbers. I tried to phone the actual school, but it's a Saturday, so the phones are off. So yeah, I couldn't get into school. Now this is like a minor problem, it's a Saturday, I wouldn't have been there anyway, but because of how stressed I've been, and apparently still am, for me, school being open today and me being able to go in and do stuff was like the shining light at the end of the tunnel of, okay, there's some time for me to get these little things done. Like almost in my classroom is the main thing I need to do because I keep losing things because it's not organised and it's my mess and it's the kids' mess. I thought, okay, I could just one day just tidy and know where things are. And then while I'm there, I can prep everything for the week. and I could be kind of okay then. So I had it in my head that I'd be fine next week because the class will be tidy and you have all the resources and stuff and you'll be ready. So the fact that school is, I can't get into school has kind of thrown me backwards, and now I'm more stressed than I already was because I left stuff at school to do because I'll be there today to do it. So whereas I've got like all this marking and organising to do, like, oh, I just made more work for myself basically. It was like I already had all these things to do and now I've got these extra things to do because I haven't done this weekend because Liz is at school. So yeah, I've gone from waking up feeling like today's the day, I'm gonna be organised, to do a sweet life. I'm even more stressed than I already was. So yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog here because I actually want to edit it today and get it uploaded because I keep recording and not editing because time, effort, stress, priorities. But I actually do want to do this one. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know, and please consider subscribing to my channel. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram, same name, Oshiedu Sensei. I'm not currently active, but I think next week is the week I reinstall and see if I'm unblocked. Hopefully I will be, because if not, it's a whole new account and I don't want to do that. If you are also feeling a little bit stressed during this spooky season, please comment and let me know how you're dealing with things. Any tips on keeping organised would be greatly appreciated. I keep losing paper the second I print it off, and it's really annoying because I need that. And just general, any other tips for just maintaining a balance and trying to prioritise work, because my issue is that I've got 1,000 things to do and I want to do them all, but I can't do them all, so it's going to get But yes, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.